Hello, welcome back to my weight loss and self-improvement series, a journey that focuses on long-term change. Normally this would have been week 5 and I would have recorded this a couple of weeks ago, but I decided to cramp up week 5 till 10 in one video, and this is filmed very close to real time. Today is November the 3rd. There are going to be some changes, but let me first explain why all these weeks in one video. Week 5 till 10 was a very rocky period. So I started off week 5, well, not really the greatest. But eventually I did my big reflection and I was setting my goals and setting up the plan for my new year, for the 12-week year. And week 6 started off quite good. I was motivated, I was doing the things that I was supposed to do and saw good results. But then week 7 came around the corner. I went back to old habits and behaviors that I used to have when I was in the peak of my food addiction. And I found myself fighting old demons, feeling quite powerless. And even though I did try to do things to keep me afloat, like still tracking my food, journaling every day, not be as much on my phone, keeping up with my 12-week year plan, and some other things. But those things became harder and harder to do, that eventually I just ignored myself. I neglected myself. I was avoiding myself, and I was basically on automatic pilot with the habits and behaviors of my old self. So what now? Well, there is basically one thing that I can do. Join the fat liberation movement. Let them tell me that losing weight is an act of self-harm, that being a glutton is my birthright, and that obesity is fake and made up by fatphobic white men. Or I can take my responsibility, try my best to get out of that vicious cycle and continue to do things that are good for me, that better myself, that help me progress in my journey of losing weight, becoming healthy, and eventually becoming the best version of myself. So this week I was thinking about how to get back on track, to get back on the right path again, and nothing came to me. So I grabbed my phone, opened the voice recorder app, and I was just talking and brabbling and just saying whatever. And eventually I did say 2 things that I think can be very useful for me to do. And they are: 1, focus on systems rather than goals. And 2, look back at the evidence that I've created this year in which I did things that were good for me, that were a positive influence on me, and that made me a better me. They worked back then, so I figured they would probably work now as well. So I wrote it all out and I formulated a new game plan which consists of 4 components. 1, have a morning and evening routine. 2, embody different identities. 3, educate myself. And 4, reflect, and reflect. So this new game plan will be in effect from week 11 onwards. This means that I won't be doing the strategies and the categories anymore. Maybe I will reintroduce them again one day in the future, but for now they will be replaced. Now the golden rules will still be in effect. Most of them are already ingrained and come naturally, so some of them don't, but I still want to work on them, so they will still be in full effect. I kind of already am doing this, but instead of posting a video about my journey every week, I will do it now every other week. Around this point of the video, the quality of the footage becomes less and less and less, and that's because I was shooting with natural light only, forgetting that it gets dark pretty early in the day. Just want to give a heads up. I want to start making in-depth or informative videos about things that I've mentioned before in my videos or things that I've researched watched or experienced, like the concept of the 12-week year, intermittent fasting, practicing self-appreciation, the concept of shame, and many other things. If that is something that you might find interesting, then I would like to know. If there are things that you want me to discuss or you want me to talk about, let me know as well, and maybe I will include it in my videos, or I will make a separate video about it. What about my weight? So my weight has been going up and down and up and down and up and down. Yeah. So looking back at all these weeks, I do have the feeling that I have been stuck all these weeks, which kind of I've been stuck. And it kind of sucks to see that I barely made any progress. That is absolutely not something that I want. So gotta pick myself up, and that's why I have these changes, so that things will change around. If you are on a journey yourself, and I know some of you are, I hope things are going good and that you're doing well. If you are having a setback, or if you have setbacks, please know, and you probably know, that it is part of the process. It is not the end of the world. Please do not compare yourself to other people if that means you will get into a negative headspace. Do look up to people if it would help you and if it would encourage you. There is no time limits, no official time limits of a setback or whatsoever. I mean, mine took weeks. My setback was going on for weeks, but that does not stop me. And I do not want you to stop. Please keep on going. I mean, you can do it. I can do it. We can all do this. You got this. Even if you go at the speed of that old snail during that snail race episode of SpongeBob, you are still progressing and you are still moving forward. Thank you very much for watching. I am at 52 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, it does. Especially since I am not announcing anything, I am not promoting myself on social media or anything. I'm just posting the video and that's it. So yeah, thank you very much, each and one of you that has subscribed. And if you have not subscribed or you do not want to subscribe, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate that as well. I will see you in 2 weeks. Tabé.